I think that was enough. People have got enough of everything nowadays. So today, what's happening today? I think there is more to say about words. Words. The topic of words. Let me see if I can do some show here. What if everyone were to speak Hebrew? That is a good topic. It's in the series of words that is the topic. What more can we say regarding that? I got a little bit more viewers on that than the previous words. But it doesn't matter if you see it or not, if you follow it or not. I do what I do. Words. Everything contains something. And as I have been into, Hebrew goes to the core of what things is, like a chemical, formal, like when you are having different names that say more to the root of the word. So how can we be more true to the word? Maybe we can have this. Let me see. Can we be more true to the words? How can we be more true to the words when we are talking? As I have been saying previously, sometimes we use words to avoid the truth. We are talking around the topic. As someone said here, he was a high-skilled, well-known person in Norwegian media. He said something that the higher degree of education, the better ability to find solutions, find reconciliations, find pathways to let me just Google a thing here. Because we have these words, tools of words, or ability to see through the surface and go to the core and be more honest. And I said that I'm sorry to say, I think that people, I agree, if that was the case, if disabilities was the case, in order for us to approach each other and reconcile with each other, if that was just out of our own limitation, that would be very nice to have as some tool that the better and higher education is, the better ability to reconcile each other with each other. And of course, I think in many ways, words, an ability to not only speak but convey our thoughts, which speak is. We speak, we talk, we write, we do whatever we want. And I am not a novice in all that. I have been trying to convey my thoughts, my opinions, my saying in many different ways. Yet, the harder it seems to be reconciled with each other. So if our limitations regarding words, regarding language, regarding ability to speak was the real answer for why we can't reconcile with each other, I would guess that people from different countries, if Palestinian and Israel would be able to reconcile, what would be the classic tool? If that was the case, what would be the tool? What would make them partners of peace, as they say? It's a good word. As I told my brother, it's a good. I envy you this, because what is it about right ahead that is so complicated for you to understand? That was wow. That I never forget that kind of sentence. What is it about right ahead? And this is it. What is it? People, how you can't come around and reconcile each other. Because the better tool we have, the better understanding. It would be able to understand your intrinsic, complicated set of and I said, I think the humans is no better than that. If that was the case, that would be an ideal case. Yes, I consent. It's not a problem to agree in idealistic way. If my brain capacity was due to the limitation, but it doesn't show. I think it is more reconciliations among people that are more low class, if I may say, use that term. I wouldn't like to use it, but if that with lower education, I think there is a higher degree of both ability to understand, ability to solve, because an eye for an eye. The Bible said that. Arm for an arm, a hand for a hand, a ear for a ear, and so on. A head for a head, life for a life. That's it. That is the reconciliation. That is the bone fact. True to the bone. So how can we be more true to our words in order to do what? Maybe in order to reconcile, in order to mend friendship, mend what was going on later on. But I hear this. I said to this guy, and I said to them all, it was in this philosophy, we're talking about reconciliations, and I said, if that was the case, I would agree. But I don't think the human race, the humankind, is easy as that. I would bet they would use the language, their ability to express themselves in a way that protects themselves. They use language, words, in order to defend what they did. And in other way, if you pay this attention, they personalize their opinion of the experience to the person they don't want to reconcile with. This is your opinion. This is your feelings. This is your reality. So they are just mocking, keeping on mocking, instead of trying to understand. Because before reconciliation, it comes with some understanding. If you will understand, don't push it back on me. I know what you say. It is your truth. It is your way of seeing it. It is your reality. That is very hostile to people that may be in pain. So I was answered, rightfully so. I consent to that. That if that is the case, that they push this reality to the person that are complaining or having an issue or something. This is your truth. So whatever it goes, it is a way to say there is no fact here. Since you are talking, it's no fact. But this is, how can you say that when nothing is factual? I also answer this. If the fact is based on an individual view, what would be the fact? So we have words, as I have been saying. By every word we are judging. Because, how is it a judgment? Because every word isn't relativism. It is it have a origin of a fact. Word can't be extracted, loosened, departed from the fact that it holds. Before that noise. As I said, just to recapitulate, the words can't be extracted. It can't stand alone with any contents. It can't. Every word is in a conjunction, it's relevant to what it's about. Every word have a context. So, if you are saying the truth is only yours, what you are saying, it's only your truth. Yes, what is your problem with that? So, to be true to the words, if something have a relevance and is coherent and is coherently explained, and you understand it, and you say, this is your truth, this is nothing to do with me or anything else. So how, if I complain, if I have some case with another one, and I said, this was doing this and that to me, of course, maybe this wouldn't really be the intention of this guy or lady. It wouldn't be the intention, maybe, but it would be in relevance to this person. It have to be. So either I am very sensitive and vulnerable to such act, and if I hear something that is in relevance to me, why would I answer that this is only your fact? I heard that once, that I was doing something to a lady that I got a little bit of shock to hear. I got a little bit shocked. And I said, may I go in and beg for forgiveness for this, even though I don't feel guilty? But of course, the lady had experienced something that was in conjunction with me. I was in the equation. So I could say, very easily said, this has nothing to do with me, because maybe I didn't intend to do it as she experienced it. But I did it anyhow. The way that was explained, I did it. I must have done it. And I said to the lady, if it's possible to shake your hand and ask for forgiveness. Of course, I couldn't push that away. What would make that person feel? So, to be honest, to be true to words, is also owning the other one's experience as true, as the honest truth to the bone. Because every word, every act, or lack of thereof, has a relevance to other people. So when people say, yeah, why didn't you visit me? Why didn't you come? Why didn't you say that? You were very clear back then, but you weren't clear now. Why didn't you say anything? Why didn't you stand up when you were expected? You said, you put it out there. You should do this, you should do that. But you didn't do it. So what is that kind of act? People think, in their mind, they think that they can come around, let free from guilt, from ownership, from responsibility to what they are doing. And mostly, maybe mostly, what they are not doing. I talked last time of the separation, the bubble that made us separated. And I think what separates us even today, after Babel, it's the language separation. Every love have its own language, as someone said. Yes, love it has its own language, a way of saying, a way of doing. It's not within the word itself, because if you just say I love you without empathic or passion or whatever that demands, you wouldn't be believed. So people that can't be honest, truthful, ownership, responsibility, they will not be believed. They will not be regarded as someone that can be trusted. So I don't think that PhD, high education, can mend people's conflicts. What made us separate was our own drive. What I would do will reach to the heavens. What I want is reach to the heavens. And we have our own methodic, we have our own tool, and they prey on each other, as we can see in the media today. Many get popular due to the need of popularity. I'm popular, I'm important, I'm this and that. What is that? It is back to this, the truth is yours. Back to God didn't say anything. The truth doesn't come from anywhere. And there were a man that said that truth is overrated. Truth have bad advocates, have bad lawyers. Because lawyers, they have this skill of twisting the truth, seeing cases from different angles in order to doubt. The core here is doubt. I doubt you. And to say that the truth is only yours is to doubt the very fact that this has any relevance to any provable truth. It's a degree of arrogancy that people respond in that way. It's very arrogant, and it's very likely to be said, because it is at the same time it's a nourishing comment. I understand how you feel. I understand that this can be tormenting for you. At the same time, it can be comforting because you acknowledge the fact that this person have those feelings. At the same time that is the case, it also pushes people away. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Separation. Words have a double side to it. If you don't go to the core, the Hebrew letters, Hebrew words, Hebrew sentences, because in Hebrew words it contains of letters that confirms the words, and the words in threefold confirms that this word in three parts. Sorry for the noise. Always when good things is coming, it's noise. It's just some applause from the roof. They applaud me, and this letter, this this letter and this word is so true. It's only Hebrew that have this, as far as I understand, that the word in threefold complete each other to be the truth. And that's why it's also stated by that the word of God is truth. It confirms. The word confirm. Every word is truth. It's holy. It's holy. It's very spiritual. It is very potent, active word. The letters in Hebrew is very potent because every letter also explains the root. But here we have this symbolic. When I talk English or Norwegian or whatever, I don't know by Afrikaans, but it's just words that symbolically explains what we are talking about. So if we have no tool to explain that symbolic words or meaning, we are out of order. We have lost the point. So when people are talking about there is no God, yeah, it can be true, because there is nothing with the words that confirms there is a God. It's just a confusion. And therefore I also said that as at the same time the words explores both the outside and inside world of you, each and every one, also covers up, hinders, protects something beyond. And we have to be aware of those aspects of words, that it also covers up the true fact, the true spiritual meaning, the true world that the words are coming from. Because there is a world that every word that we speak is coming from. This is a reality. That the word in itself is in its own world that we are connected to. So it's quite interesting. So don't be fooled. It is the people's own selfish mind, selfish egoism that hinders, that reject interacting with understanding. He said at the same time, and I consent to that if you just understand, it may not be the truth, but you understand, it's a halfway there. But if you take ownership, you have to beg for forgiveness. In sometimes you have to beg or wholeheartedly agree. It is nothing in between. It's either you understand, but the reconciliation, both demand understanding, and even if I don't understand it, I can own it. In a way, why would I own something that I don't see and understand? It's to be able to learn from that, because language is a pathway to both learning and reconciliation, and I get a higher degree.